This is Joey Factor from New Dilemma. You're listening to Brutally Delicious Podcast.
Hey, you are listening to the Brutally Delicious Podcast. I am Bruce.
Oh, am I allowed to speak now?
Yeah, I guess you can speak now. We got to come up with a better intro too, because I'm tired of hearing myself saying I am Bruce.
Okay, how about
I call myself the king of all media?
Okay, cool. You're the king of all media, and I don't know what I am. I'm fucking lost, brother.
All right, let's redo this. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the Brutally Delicious Hey, welcome to the Brutally Delicious Podcast. I am Bruce, the king of all media and the Jason Momoa lookalike.
I'm Chris, and some people call me the sidekick, but we all know I run the fucking show. I mean, we all know I run the show. Pardon my language.
The show, correct. Today we've got a band from, I think they're from Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
New Dilemma, another Pavement act. We do a lot of work with them.
Love Pavement.
Yeah, love Pavement a lot. And these guys are pretty good, climbing the charts, as you were just telling me.
Yeah.
Down-tuned and melodic. And we are speaking with, I believe, the vocalist, Joey Factor.
All right, let's get him on.
Hang on, let's see what he's got to say.
Yeah.
Joey.
This is Joey.
Hey, how are you, man? Bruce Moore, it's my partner, Chris.
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, man.
So my first question for you is not music related at all. How safe is it down there in Orlando, in the capital of the COVID?
It's a little scary right now, to be honest with you. It's pretty crazy down here in Florida, for sure.
Yeah, it seems out of control from what I saw. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man, it's scary. We're just we're trying to stay safe and trying to get work done, but stay safe. It's a tough combination for sure.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful out right now too. You want to get out and do stuff too, right?
Oh man, for sure. Like this is we call it theme park season.
Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to be down there the 8th, I think, August 8th. We were supposed to be down there for 2 weeks doing the whole Disney, Universal, all that bullshit. And I ended up canceling it last night because there's no way, we're going to risk going down there.
Yeah, man, it's just way too scary. And they're talking about just closing down again. It's like the story's different every day. So
Yeah.
Lucky for me, it's been more doing this stuff kind of on the computer and doing some interviews. So I guess it's been kind of good for what I need to be doing at the moment. But, man, it's terrible out there.
Yeah.
Have you guys been – go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I'm saying, I mean, we're going through a crazy time, but your song is climbing the charts, so it's got to feel kind of oxymoron-like really good things and really weird things at the same time.
Yeah, man, it is. It's absolutely weird. I mean, it's like dreams coming true at the same time. Like we were actually supposed to leave on tour today, the Smile Empty Soul tour. We were supposed to be loading on the bus today, and that got axed like just on Friday. So,
Right.
But like the charts thing, man, it's amazing, and it's already a win for us. It's unbelievable, to be honest. So,
And as somewhat of a newer band, that's a pretty good accomplishment.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we felt like we had something because we just put so much heart and soul into this. And, these songs are just me. That's life experiences, which was really crazy the way that Is Your Story Over has resonated, because it was like almost perfect timing for that song to come out for people, because it really is a lot to do with mental health awareness and things that I've been through and bad times with that. So, but it was not calculated in any manner. It just happened to be the right time, I guess. But yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy how the universe works out sometimes.
Yeah. You guys, go ahead. I keep interrupting you. Go ahead, Chris.
I was telling my wife the other day that I think the biggest physical injury of 2020 is this can be neck problems from people shaking their head all day.
Absolutely, man. It's like, what is going on? And
Yeah.
Reading media and news, sometimes there's enough of that in a day just to be like, what? And for me, man, I just retreat in the music, and that's where we're focused, and we're already demoing and writing, and while we're kind of unable to tour. So for me, it's just stay in the music, stay in the moments, write about the things that are happening, the experiences. Me, that's what it's all about. I mean, our songs are moments of my life. Some down to just a couple hours of time, believe it or not.
Yeah, I was looking at your Facebook page, and it looks like you kind of just put your band together. Is that how it worked? Like, is this your project that you kind of brought together, or how does that all work out?
Yeah, man. New Dilemma actually goes back about 4 years now, and even longer than that. I would say planning. I did this when I was a little bit younger, and we had some success. But I also knew that it's a different plan of attack in 2020 than it was back in my day. So I had a plan. We had some guys and we did our thing and it helped move up. But this new project and the way it turned out, it just it sort of evolved and turned into something bigger. And then all my friends, like everybody that's involved was involved on the record. So it is the band involved on the record, but it's just the way it took off and the friends and the chemistry. We just decided that's the way it needed to move forward. But for me, it started 4 years ago. I was a single dad and of a special needs kid. And my daughter, she's 19 now. And she told me at the time, she said, Dad, you've been taking care of me for a lot of years. Go show the world what you got. And for me, I was literally like, are you effing crazy? Like, it was like, why? Nobody cares. Why would I do that? So right. Really just my kid's inspiration is the only drive behind this. And that's what I wake up focus on is just the fact that she pushed me to that next thing. And my inspiration just comes from a true place, just love and support.
That's a beautiful story. I think that's probably the best story. One of the best stories we've had.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Well, this thing is, I tell everybody, man, a lot of people are driven by money and fame and all these things. And the fact of the matter for our story that is not over is I could get a $50 million deal tomorrow and it doesn't fix the core things in my life that matter. So this it's just about the experience and putting the music out there and people relating. And that's what it is for us. I always say it's about absolutely. I always say it's about the journey, not the destination.
100%. I'm with you right on it.
Me too. I don't know if you know much about me, but I just chime in randomly because I'm not really allowed to host very much. Bruce doesn't like my questions, so No
worries. That's the other fun thing about this process, man, is some interviews and getting to know people and learning and these different shows that you don't even always know are there. And just like I said, that connection and meeting people and doing new things, man. It's just so much fun.
And I think you're seeing a whole lot more of that now that we're forced to do it this way, right? I mean, we've been doing this podcast since before this whole pandemic, but now that we're seeing, this pandemic, there's a great way of everybody's kind of connecting. You have easier access to people and people are communicating a lot more.
Yeah, it has been. I've had some write-in interviews, but there's been a lot more now with the phone. This is my first one by Skype. Thanks, guys. So you broke me on that one, and it's very nice. So it's just a lot of fun. However I can connect, like for me, that's what it's all about. Me and my kid kind of got so doing our own thing that maybe a little bit secluded. So all the new connection and people and it's just awesome, man. We're just having a blast. Like, this is awesome. We're having a blast.
That's awesome.
Cool. So are you guys still rehearsing or have you guys kind of gone your separate ways for now?
No, we're still throwing down a rehearsal here and there. Obviously, there's no need for like full press. Be ready for live next week or anything like that. But at the same time, we could. So we're working on some things that our producer, Ben Johnson, who's also a drummer, working on some things with some of his friends and seeing what we can do with something live on the internet. But we want to do something a little different, something a little up the game a little bit. So we are working on a plan to put something out, but we want to do it right. We don't just want to do it with a cell phone and, hey, watch us play. So we want to get some production behind it and put something together good for our fans.
There's so much that goes into that. I actually watched, forgive me for saying this, LA Guns live. From like the Monsters of Rock cruise that sails out of Fort Lauderdale, they started doing like virtual concerts. You can pay $10 to watch the band, and it was a nightmare. Like, you couldn't even log on, you couldn't watch it. Like, nobody watched the show until after it was over, And then even then it was all glitched out and they had to refund everyone's money. Like, it takes so much work to put something like that on.
But I will tell you
really
that
does.
I saw Catatonia do it back, I don't know, early on, like 2 months ago. They like rented a studio and did like a 12 camera shoot, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah,
I mean, it was done completely. I mean, you felt like you were there.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we're looking at. We want to make sure that if we do it the right way. As you can see, there's, and I give props out to everybody. Like, if you put yourself out there like that, much respect, But
Absolutely.
we just, as New Dilemma, we want to make sure that if we do it correctly, and that, obviously no money or any charges. We just want to perform for the fans. So if we do it, we're going to make sure that it's done right.
Right. No, that makes sense.
It's so much work. And really, it just comes down to having the bandwidth,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, and that's the thing, making sure we partner with the right people to make sure that the product's good, because that's really what we're about. And what we focus on is making sure that what we do is quality.
Nice. So did you guys record in a studio, or did you record like in your at your home studio? How did you guys kind of approach your record?
We did it with our producer, Ben Johnson at Reverse 13 Studios. He's got a lot of big things happening for him in the background. He's got some announcements coming out. Our whole band, Bobby Keller on the guitar. We got Clyde Clark on the bass. And, man, we got a hell of a team right now.
I bet you it feels good.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie, it feels amazing. And not only that, but it happened very organically through friendships. Like, it wasn't that, hey guys, let's do this and let's try and be this band. And I think that's part of the magic, is that nothing was forced.
And that's probably when you get the most magic happens, right? When it's all just a flow.
Yeah, it is, man, because when we went in the studio, we had no preconceived idea of genre or anything like that. I just wanted to hear what I wanted to hear. And the same with the producer. So, and we just went with that. We were never like, we're going to be this, or we're going to be that, or we're going to be New Dilemma, and we're going to do what we do. We're going to play what we want to play and hear what we want to hear. And that was my other mission, is I was just going to be me and do what I do, and people are going to like it or they're not going to like it, but I'm not going to not be who I am. And right. That's important to me.
Awesome. Chris?
I don't have anything else, Bruce.
Yeah, I've got one more quick one. So when you're writing, are you writing like with a particular message in mind, like something you want fans to take away, or are you just writing, each song for the song's sake?
No. We like, songs give me a certain feeling. Just listening to a certain the music before, maybe I did have a complete lyric, but when I go in the studio, I have these pages and pages of what I call emotions and moments in time. And then when that meshes up, we just take that and we dive into that emotion. And honestly, it's almost like a therapy session. It's like you by the end, like, you're a little disturbed and upset, and you're kind of living those moments. But we believe that's what makes the songs connect, is because every word that's in these songs, I've lived it. There's no fluff. There's no like, hey, let's just make this song to fill up the record. Like, there's only 6 songs on this EP, but every song was really, really dove into. So, yeah, man, I go all the way in, full emotion. I wear my heart. I'm one of those heart on your sleeve dudes anyway. So it just it works out that way for me. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No problem at all. Good luck. Stay safe down there, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Bye.
Hello out there. Yes, hello out there, everyone. I'm Hal Schwartz.
And I'm Flynn McLean. Together we host None But the Brave, a podcast dedicated to the music and career of Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce and E Street Band are on tour right now for the first time in 6 years, and we're taking a detailed look at what's happening on stage in our bi-weekly episodes.
We've also been recently joined by some very exciting guests, including rock journalist Warren Zanes and Stephen Hayden, Backstreet's Magazine founder Charles Cross, and Barstool's Kirk Minahan.
If you're a diehard Springsteen fan, this is the show for you.
So please subscribe to None But the Brave on your favorite podcasting platform, and we hope to see you further on up the road.
Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you.